everybody, this is Beau. I'm back at the G3 conference here at the Reformation Heritage Books table. I'm here with David Woolen. He's the chief executive for Reformation Heritage Books. We're going to go through the Reformation Heritage Study Bible, and it's a beautiful Bible. I've reviewed it before.
Yeah, thank you so much, Beau. What we have here is English and Spanish. It's in other editions as well, but we have, for example, a black leather Spanish edition. And so you can see in here all the same features as the English edition, where we have thoughts for family worship in different places, and we've added different creeds and confessions and made it relevant to Latin America. So this came out a year and a half ago, and we released it in Cochabamba, Bolivia. But really the features I can show you much more effectively in the English version because I understand it. So what you see really in here, Judges chapter 13. I don't know how you do devotions with your family or personal devotions, but I tend to Judges chapter 13 and think, okay, well, what am I going to say at the end of this? Well, you get the main takeaways from every passage of scripture at the end of every chapter. And then alongside, about 60 places throughout the whole Bible, you get essays on theology all the way through the scriptures, as well as regular study Bible notes. And then towards the end, you have a rich plethora of features in there. Showing you, let's get past Revelation, but showing you how to live as a Christian. 60 different chapters. How do we fear God? How do we do self-denial? How do we have godly contentment? How do we show humility? How do we endure affliction? And then beyond that, what we have are all the creeds and confessions.
Yeah, that's one huge benefit. Creeds and confessions in there with it is great.
Right in the back there. But Sinclair Ferguson put together 20 centuries of church history. So we've got an overview of the whole of church history, one page per century. Systematic theology, practical Christian living, family worship, and church history all in one Bible.
Great,
and we have this in Portuguese as well, and other languages too. This is the second print run. The third print run is underway, but there's a paper shortage around the world. It's taking a while. This second print run was done by Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands.
So good.
The actual internal is the same as what you reviewed on the Edgeline goatskin. Yeah. So even on the most basic Bible, you get the best paper in the world.
Absolutely.
I've been told it's got titanium in the pages.
It's great.
I don't know. Good. It's King James Version, and those family worship notes we've also extracted. If you don't use the King James Version, then those family worship notes are in the Family Worship Bible Guide, and you can use it alongside any Bible version.
And there's also, this is the large print version. Look at the difference in size between the standard and the large print version. If you're doing family devotional time, which these Bibles have a family worship section in the study notes, you might want a table size Bible. You might want the large print if you're going to be doing family worship together. So the large print might be exactly what you're looking for. It's just a larger version of the exactly
the same thing, exactly the same makeup, materials. It's the highest quality it can be. They're the best Bible producers in the world.
Absolutely.
So family worship is a huge emphasis of what Reformation Heritage Books does. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Beakey often talks about the Puritans. They would go around to a family and set the example. They'd go around, eat supper, show the father how to do it. And it was a disciplinary matter in the church if you did not lead your children in family worship.
Absolutely.
And
yeah, show us some of these other books you have, because they're all geared toward this focus on family worship.
Family worship, experiential Christianity, the whole head, heart, hand dynamic. And so at the lowest level, this is family worship for the very youngest of children. No pictures of Jesus, experiential questions throughout, engaging pictures. So there's Ruth.
Now you can explain the no pictures of Jesus as a second commandment violation kind of thing. So that's why there are no pictures of Jesus, just because a lot of people are sensitive to any depiction of Jesus as being a potential idol. So
we avoid that completely. And so this is the first level. So here we have Luke chapter 3,
huge print,
John chapter 4, and then questions at the end as well for the children to ask them. We have like 3 books. My daughter read these recently as her personal devotions, and you have Sowing the Seeds, devotional stories about sharing the gospel. Bearing Fruit, devotional stories about godliness. And then you have devotional stories about conversion. And everyone in here has a Bible reading, a story which drives you to spiritual truth, and then questions as well, which really are attempting to reach the heart not just leave it on the surface level. It's an award-winning series by Simon Ettercar called Christian Biographies for Young Readers. And every single one of these teaches a point of theology at a child's level. And so we're not just interested in telling the story, we want to teach people the scriptures during these stories. And so the most recent one was B.B. Warfield, which teaches the authority and inspiration of scripture. And the next one coming out is C.H. Spurgeon before the end of this year.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that one coming. And then after that, I mentioned that we alternate between ones you will have heard of and ones you haven't heard of. We're doing a man called Biancheto from Nigeria. Ever heard of him?
Never heard
there
of
you
him.
go, you'll learn something
I'm
new.
excited to find out.
And it's a wonderful story, and he died young, but yet proclaimed the gospel in difficult circumstances in Nigeria. So you know Reformation Heritage Books is linked with Puritan Reformed Theological Seminary, yes. Joel Beakey, heavy emphasis on the Puritans, yes. Okay? So we publish the original Puritan language. We sometimes, without changing the meaning of books, we modernize them slightly to give an on-ramp. We want people to engage with this rich theology. These were guys not writing books over a latte in Starbucks. This is true theology. This is lived out theology.
That's right.
They're under threat for their very lives when they're writing these books. And so it's worth reading them for multiple different reasons. In fact, we've got a book called Thriving in Grace, which gives you 12 reasons why you should study the Puritans. Yeah. So firstly, October 4, 5, and 6, 2022, we have the Puritan Conference coming up in California, John MacArthur's church.
That'll be great.
So all the speakers you can imagine will be there. We'll even feed you In-N-Out burgers for lunch for free. Okay, but we've done multiple different resources at different levels, even for children, to introduce them to the Puritans. And so what we did, maybe you're aware, we did the Puritan movie.
That's beautiful, yes.
This is the deluxe edition, which includes 11 hours of lessons, 38 lessons,
that's so good.
Workbooks. You can do this as a Sunday school curriculum.
I was just going to ask, it seems like it would be like a men's group or a Sunday school kind of study.
Or personal devotions. And so this is the deluxe. This is beautiful, book by Michael Reeves and Joel Beakey in here, and multiple other, it's like 6 DVDs. And streaming online comes in here as well. We've got 2 other versions that we've just brought out. So this is first class. Then we have economy class, which is just the movie. So that's affordable. Just watch the 2-hour 17 movie. And then there's the next step up, which is the collector's edition. It's made of steel case. We've run out. We've sold out here this week at the conference.
I bet you have.
And in the movie, we managed to get 3 minutes of John MacArthur in it. We actually interviewed him for an hour on the Puritans. We've probably got 7 minutes of J.I. Packer in it.
Oh, wonderful.
And we did an hour with him.
I love Packer.
And so what we've done in the collector's edition, which again is much more affordable than the deluxe, is we've included all the extended interviews. So you can see that throughout. So you get to hear some fascinating things from J.I. Packer. And then we have other resources, so like the Puritan Path. As we were filming the movie, we produced this beautiful cloth-bound, high-quality photography book of all the Puritan and Reformed sites around Britain, Belgium, Netherlands, all over the place.
That was fun to make.
Oh, it was wonderful. I mean, this is Samuel Rutherford up in Scotland, William Brewster. So this is very close to Leiden, where many of the Puritans were and the Pilgrims were. This is Ipswich, where William Ames was before he went to the Netherlands. So beautiful pictures. And then all the way in the front, we have John Geary's famous essay about what is a Puritan. Rich content in here as well.
Good context.
I'm going to show you one more randomly.
Please
All right.
do.
So again, Puritans, but at a different level. This is a picture of Christopher Love on the front. This is Joel Beakey and Glenda Mathis. And so this is kind of like a coffee table book. And I will genuinely tell you that this is great for children, teenagers, but as many adults buy this for themselves because it's a beautiful feature. You can, on the inside pages,
so the timeline,
the whole timeline of the Puritanism. Again, let's turn randomly. It's full color inside. This is looking at Gray's Inn in different places, and all about the Great Fire of London and Reformed Pastor by Richard Baxter. And many other things. So that's John Owen. So it takes children through the whole of Puritanism at the right level. We've even used this for family worship because there are questions in the back which point you to scripture, so you can read scripture alongside this too. So this will become a full series. So right now we have Reformation heroes and we have Puritan heroes. Dr. Beakey and other people are working on ancient and medieval. He's doing that with Michael Hakin.
Yeah.
And then modern church heroes or evangelical church heroes, he's working on that with a man called Douglas Bond. And then we're working on French Huguenot church heroes. So all these beautiful books will be coming out. And there's another one on Covenanter heroes in Scotland
That'll
as
be
well.
great.
So trying to introduce people to the Puritans, but not just because of church history.
Yeah.
We want to introduce people to the Puritans' God, who's the same God today. And we should be living in the same manner that they lived, all out for Christ.
Yeah. David, thank you so much for your
you're
time. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you check out all the links for everything in the description below. And take care. God bless.